WWE 2k20 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. Welcome to this week's NXT. And tonight on the show, the NXT Championship is on the line. Matt Riddle won the right last week to challenge EC3 for the title. You'll see it in your main event. But first, we're going to get it underway with women's action. And this should be an interesting contest. We've got Dakota Kai on her way to the ring right now. Good opportunity for Dakota Kai. We've only seen her in a handful of matches so far in NXT. And I think she's got some good upside. Real potential to perhaps make a run for the NXT Women's Championship at some point. 2 wins to her name from 4 matches so far. So clearly having shown a little bit of potential there, but not quite fulfilling it just yet. A string of wins is exactly what she needs. And tonight could be the starting point for her. As clearly, you know, she hasn't been at her best or good enough yet to get herself booked on NXT on a frequent basis. She's been around for a while, but struggling to get herself noticed here, and the best way to do it is to pick up some wins. Won't be easy tonight though, as her opponent is going to be ready to go and is ready for the big opportunity that she's been given. Rhea Ripley. Well, this is her moment. We've seen her on a couple of occasions in NXT, but we haven't really spotlighted her like this before. She is here officially in NXT and ready to make her mark on the brand. Rhea Ripley is a scary individual. She's got some real potential to beat anybody. She matches up well with anybody. Currently 2 wins to her name from 4 matches, just like Dakota Kai. This is why this matchup is so interesting. 2 women in the exact same position, both relatively new to the brand. Both women want to make their mark, and they're both looking to try and make an example out of one another. Use each other as a stepping stone to get ahead in the division. We're underway in this one. Here we go. It's Rhea Ripley and Dakota Kai one-on-one here at NXT. And we're just a few weeks away from the Royal Rumble pay-per-view right here on Universe Mode, which of course will feature Raw and SmackDown's very best, all trying to become the next WrestleMania main eventer and to get themselves an opportunity at the World Championship at the biggest stage with them all. Now for NXT, it seems as though NXT always gets one spot in the Royal Rumble, perhaps whether that be for the men's or potentially the women's Rumble. So it'll be interesting to see if we do see that once again, but if not, NXT's next big show, of course, will be another takeover event. And that shouldn't be too far away as we start to begin building towards that very event. We'll have more details on the next NXT TakeOver coming soon. As Rhea Ripley has Dakota Kai against the ropes. It all hangs her up on the ropes there, nicely executing that maneuver as she rolls back inside. Should be a tough contest here for Dakota Kai coming up against the bigger opponent in Rhea Ripley. And Rhea's got some good power about her. And clearly quite a bit of a menacing arsenal to her moveset. She's really looking to hurt her opponents and just inflict as much damage as possible. And not only does she want to win, she wants to hurt her opponents in the process. That makes her pretty dangerous. And of course our current NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler, is somebody who certainly tries to fulfill that same promise every time she's in the ring. She wants to win, but also loves to hurt her opponents in the process. So it makes them very dangerous in this division. And someone like Dakota Kai, I don't think she's too worried about, you know, trying to injure or hurt her opponents. I think she just wants to find a way to win and move up the ranks to get herself an opportunity. She's looking to play by the rules, which is fair. You know, you like to see that. But oh, big kick there is Rhea Ripley sent over the top. Slides outside the ring now, looking to continue the offense, but that's a big game-changing kick there. And Dakota Kai, as we said, likes to play by the rules. We'll see her try and do what she can out here in the ring, outside the ring rather, but she wanted to get Rhea Ripley in the ring, but she got sent into the steel steps for her troubles. And both women 2 wins apiece, so clearly not a lot of experience so far in NXT, not a lot of progression, not a lot of obviously success, but it will come. There's no doubt these 2 women are both very good, and this is a bit of a matchup right now to determine who's better than the other. Who do we look towards as a potential championship contender? Who takes the next step and who gets left behind? Another drop kick this time. It's Ripley connecting there to Dakota Kai. Count of 8 now. Count of 9. This could be all here. The referee, no! Rhea Ripley had the match won and decided, you know what, I'm not going to take the count out. She broke the count at the count of 9. She had the win. And Dakota, well, she was saved by her opponent. That bell was about to be rung. And instead, well, Rhea Ripley decides, you know what, I want to try and win by pinfall or submission. And I mean, it's admirable, but is it a stupid mistake when you've got 2 wins, 50% win ratio, and to take a count-out win? That's no shame in doing that. But to blatantly refuse it at the count of 9, that could come back to bite her severely. That's a bad decision in my opinion. She needs to win this match now. Otherwise, that's a loss that has gone begging. She's basically just threw one away here. Ripley now needs to try and work herself back into it because Dakota Kai has got a bit of offense going here, but swats away that attempted kick. The kicks have been deadly from both women so far. Dakota Kai laying that big boot right to the face to send her outside the ring earlier on. A few drop kicks outside by both women. So clearly the kicks are certainly something that they're looking towards trying to execute, but right now it's back to the fists. And Rhea Ripley at the moment trying to wrestle the advantage away from Dakota Kai, but Kai's still good enough to keep control. She's got Ripley down. She may look to try and cover her here. Instead, more offense. And she works Ripley away to the other side of the ring. This is good from both women. Ripley earlier on was looking good, but Dakota Kai bouncing back here. And oh, the back! Driven into the knees. Ripley's back will be hurting greatly, but she gets the shoulders up. That shoulder, that right shoulder just gets off the canvas. Well, the knees driven straight into the back of Ripley, almost like a modified backstabber. And now Ripley could be in huge danger of losing this one when she almost had it won earlier on. Ripley now, oh, standing drop kick. And as we said earlier on a moment ago, the drop kicks and the kicks in general have been very effective. Ripley realizing that, knowing that that's the case, she needs to go back and use it again, and that's what she's looking to do. As now Ripley looking for the suplex. Has her up in the air. Good hang time. Good strength. Great power. And now still has her up. How long? Now what? This is just getting too easy for Rhea Ripley. Now, will this be the win? The hook of the leg. Dakota's down. And it's all over. Rhea Ripley hanging her up for a long time. Using her power with ease. Drives her to the canvas. The blood rushed to the head. And Dakota Kai just had nothing left to give. Look at this move earlier on from Dakota. I thought that was it right there. Ripley lucky to stay in it. But I tell you what, Ripley nearly threw this one away. She had the count-out win, no doubt. There was no way that she was going to break the 10 count Dakota. Instead, Ripley decided, I'm going to try and win with the 1-2-3. And to be fair, I mean, a 1-2-3 pinfall win does make it a bit more appealing to her in championship considerations for the future. It's a good win. It's a win that was a little bit harder than it needed to be, but it's an important one. She steps ahead of Dakota and has her sights set on the NXT Women's Championship. Plenty more action where that came from, ladies and gentlemen, including this week's main event. Sarah Logan will take on Naomi one-on-one on this week's show, as Sarah Logan, of course, part of the Riot Squad, has been in good touch as of late. Naomi could certainly use a win to drive herself back into the rankings for the Women's Championship. Well, we're going to see in a moment's time who does get that win, but it's an important, crucial win for both. Speaking of women, Nikki Cross will take on Dana Brooke one-on-one as well. To Raw Women's Superstars, Nikki Cross, new to the Raw brand, of course, looking for a win. A triple threat match. It's going to be Buddy Murphy, Titus O'Neil, and Cedric Alexander competing. All three of them are brand new to Raw. Who has the most upside there? We'll find out. R-Truth will take on Baron Corbin in singles action as well. Two Raw Superstars fighting it out. And SmackDown's Rusev and Jinder Mahal, the Bulgarian Maharajas, they'll take on the Lucha House Party, of course, the Raw Tag Team there. Sarah Logan gets a win over Naomi. Nikki Cross gets a win over Dana Brooke. Buddy Murphy picks up a crucial win in a triple threat match. We'll see Baron Corbin defeat R-Truth, and the Bulgarian Maharajas are able to knock off the Lucha House Party. A big, important win for them here tonight as they try and advance their careers over on SmackDown. Well, we already saw Kai and Ripley go at it. Now we'll see Akira Tozawa and the current Cruiserweight champ Ricochet fight it out. Former Cruiserweight champion Tommaso Ciampa takes on Humberto Carrillo. Io Shirai takes on Bianca Belair in women's action. Tag team action as Tony Nese and Drew Gulak tried their luck against the tag team champions, the Viking Raiders. Tough assignment there tonight for the new team of Nese and Gulak. And we'll see women's action as well as Candice LeRae has a tough assignment herself. She'll be facing off against a newcomer to NXT, which will be, of course, Toni Storm. We've seen Storm once before where she got a huge upset win over Peyton Royce. Well, we see her get a win here tonight again. Matt Riddle, EC3, NXT Championship on the line. That's our next featured match. That is going to be very exciting indeed. Matt Riddle looking to become champion for the very first time. EC3, relatively new to the championship. Can he hang on to it for another night? Ricochet picks up a win over Akira Tozawa. Tommaso Ciampa, too good for Humberto Carrillo. Io Shirai able to get a victory over Bianca Belair. She's certainly looking quite good at the moment as well. The Viking Raiders pick up a win over Nese and Gulak. A good attempt, but not good enough. Toni Storm able to defeat Candice LeRae. That's massive for Storm. This is the big one. Matt Riddle. He is the bro. He's laid back. He's cool as. Well, this is no time to be any of that. It's time to get focused. It is time to get yourself prepared and ready for the biggest match of his NXT career to date. He has yet to lose in NXT, and he has earned himself a championship opportunity. Matt Riddle is ready. This is his big night, and he cannot afford to waste it at all. 4 wins and no losses. Not a huge sample, of course, but it does not matter. 100% is 100%. Doesn't matter if you won 1 or you won 4. It all counts. Matt Riddle's ready. He beat Keith Lee in his NXT tryout match to get here. He's had a few wins since, but of course, when he was able to win last week in our big 6-man matchup to determine the #1 contender, that was the ultimate. That was the big prize. And now, this is the night where he needs to find his best performance of his career to defeat the current champion, EC3. Well, top 1% is accurate. He is the #1 man in NXT. There is no one better than him. He's got the championship to prove it, but geez, he's got a lot of people coming after that title. Lars Sullivan, I know he wants that championship badly. Aleister Black wants a shot. Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole wants his championship back. Well, it's going to be Matt Riddle here tonight with the opportunity. Someone I don't think EC3 was expecting. It's an impeccable record for EC3, 81%, very impressive. That's why he's the champion. He's been able to keep on winning. But this is his toughest challenge, I think, to date. He's got a red-hot Matt Riddle, a man who's in he's got a lot of momentum. He's in great form. He's got a lot of confidence. You know, he's got a man that really believes in himself. EC3 has been told by many that he's not good enough, that he should not be a main event guy, that he should not be at the top of the card. He should just be a low-end guy working with no names, doing nothing, floundering around. That's what everybody thinks of EC3. Well, that's not the case. EC3 is a proven star in NXT. He has beaten some of the best, and now he has earned himself that championship, and he wants to hang on to it for another night. He points to the title, says that is his and will remain his. The referee ascends it in the air. He knows the importance of this, and let's hope we get a clean, straight down the middle contest to prove who deserves to be champion. Is it the newcomer, Matt Riddle, or is it EC3? Oh my goodness, what a shot to start. That could be it early on. Matt Riddle connecting. The MMA background of Riddle will come into play. Oh, he's got the arm locked in. Oh, no. EC3 could be about to tap already, but he gets a boot on the rope. The referee does allow it for the break. Oh, my goodness. Matt Riddle, what a start from him. EC3 rocked early on, getting a real reality check of his opponent tonight as the referee bowled over. Big knee strike, and EC3... oh, he is getting a real shock right now. He's got no offense in so far. There is something, and a knee of his own. He needed that. Oh my goodness. What a start by the challenger here tonight. He's the #1 contender for a reason. Great counter into the Bulldog there. And he's ready to go. Matt Riddle is 100% ready to go. He is prepared and confident as ever. You know, obviously, he's a laid-back guy and certainly believes in himself any night. He's coming to this one with a lot of confidence and self-belief, which is great to see. He beat Keith Lee last week in the big 6-man match to get to this position, a man that he's beaten once before, of course, in his tryout contest. So a bit of history there, but Matt Riddle able to take advantage of that recent history and use it to his advantage, bridging into the cover there. The referee very, very slow in position. And because of that, Riddle only able to get a 1 count, and that could be a little bit costly. The referee, as we said earlier on, we want it clean down the middle, but if he's a little bit slow getting down to the cover, that's going to make it really difficult to win here tonight. EC3 with a desperation neck breaker, and he's trying his best to work himself into it. I just think he was a little bit stunned off of his feet early on, and oh, here we go. The submission of his own, standing into the guillotine, but Matt Riddle, oh, outpowers EC3, who's not a small man, and now Riddle takes him off his feet. Well, EC3 won the championship in a fatal 4-way to begin with a few takeovers ago. He recently defended the championship against Johnny Gargano one-on-one on a night where I think we certainly learned that EC3 was the real deal. There's still a few question marks about EC3. There's still a few doubters, and tonight he has a chance to dispel all of that doubt. But Matt Riddle is looking really, really good here. EC3 is in some big trouble. Tossed over the top of the rope there by Riddle. And Matt Riddle won't mind to go outside the ring here and fight away. He's open to any sort of game plan here. He's open to any form of offense as he hits a German suplex to the outside. He can brawl, he can fight, he can be technician. You know, he can do everything, and that's the real dangerous part about Riddle. What is his weakness? Is he a high flyer? Perhaps not. But no, neither is EC3, and EC3 I don't think has really any upside over Matt Riddle right now as he ducks underneath the clothesline. Matt Riddle probably does beat him in terms of speed. Has the technical ability, he's got the MMA background, the submission ability. EC3's best bet might just be outsmarting his opponent. That might be his key to victory tonight. Misses the knee, and Riddle misses his own strike. As now EC3 back in the ring. He'll take a count-out win. I don't think he's going to take, a pinfall win if he doesn't have to. If he can get a count-out win, he'll take it. Unlike Rhea Ripley early on, EC3 just wants to get out of here. He just wants to go home with the title around his waist. A few gut wrenches there from Matt Riddle. And who could blame EC3? Let's be real. You know, if you're the champion, you want to be champion no matter what. And a great clothesline, now the elbow. So if a count-out's on offer, you're taking it. It's a little bit different, I suppose, if you're Rhea Ripley and you're trying to move up the ranks. An emphatic victory is probably a little bit more valuable than just a cheap count-out win. Nonetheless, Matt Riddle can't win the title by count-out. He needs a pinfall or submission. EC3 with perhaps the lights-out move right there. Matt Riddle taking off his feet. A bit of time in between though. The referee a little slow again. And nearly gets the 3 count EC3. With the 1% act, not able to get it done just yet. He's got a little bit more work to do. And everything he touches, he believes, turns to gold. Well, tonight, will Matt Riddle be able to tap him out? Oh no! Here we go, we're going to lock in again. EC3's pretty close to the ropes. No break yet, but he's able to get out of the hold. clearly been studying and trying to learn a defense for the armbar, and he's needed to because this is exactly what Matt Riddle's looking for in terms of victory tonight. He's looked for the armbar multiple times, and it's working. And I don't know how much longer EC3 can stay in that hold for before it's too late. And now the headlock driver. Oof. Matt Riddle stunned there. EC3, look out. Picks him up. Riddle though with a counter into the knee. And oh, another one! That one may have knocked him out cold. EC3's hurt. Matt Riddle has him up on the shoulders. And now the big knee and the GDS into the German suplex. Could be all for EC3. No, a kick out barely at 2. Wow. Very, very close. Oh boy, look out. Oh, huge move by Matt Riddle. The bro Derek, but it's not going to be it. EC3 with a counter. And Riddle kicks out. Matt Riddle, you feel like he's in front here. You feel like he's winning this match if you want to, use that term. But at the moment, EC3 just keeps on fighting back. Riddle can't put him away just yet. He's got some devastating knee strikes so far. That's really stunning EC3. Every time he connects, EC3 is hurting. He is certainly slowed down. He's struggling. But Riddle just can't seem to get the 1, 2, 3 just yet. As EC3, nice counter. And now into the SDO. Desperation stuff here from EC3. He knows that Riddle is as tough as it gets. This may be his toughest opponent as champion so far. And EC3, he just has to get through it. Take a walk if he has to. As Riddle taunting right in the face of EC3, who wanted to get a piece of him for the taunt, but Matt Riddle able to evade. And this is almost disrespectful. But EC3, modified cutter there. And now the standing drop kick. And the champion is fending off the challenger for now. And the champ driving the knee. And now the shin into the back of Riddle's neck. Putting a lot of pressure here on the challenger. Riddle trying to stay in it. EC3 with a big chop. There's another. Going to pick up Riddle. Oh, went for the Enziguri, missing. And Riddle gets the arm again, but EC3's foot is close to the ropes. Will he be able to find it? I don't think so. Will he tap out? EC3 maybe on the verge. EC3 in big trouble. Slips out of it again, though. And now a big right. This is close between both competitors. EC3 missing his attempted strike. But Matt Riddle's now got him up. Matt Riddle, look out! Bro Derek! But that's Keith Lee! What's he doing here? Oh no! Keith Lee, damn it! Hits the German suplex when Riddle was about to win the title, you felt. And now Keith Lee, oh my goodness, what a slam. And talking trash on one knee to go with it as well. Bask in his glory. Keith Lee has just ruined our main event. He's just laid out Matt Riddle and has just cost him the NXT Championship. Riddle will win via disqualification. Not the result that either man wanted, but certainly not Matt Riddle. Riddle's hurt, and EC3 back to his feet after the bro Derek, and now EC3 grabs a hold of Matt Riddle. Come on, EC3, what Besetta? Keith Lee just watches on with a smile on his face and has ruined this main event and has ruined Matt Riddle's chances at the title. Riddle sent over the top. Just despicable. Why? Just because you lost last week. You can't let the man get the better of you. You can't let the man get ahead in his life and his career. It's a joke. That's all we have time for, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.